Okay, so a couple things before I start. You already know what this is about because of the title, but a couple things. I didn't wear makeup today, but I need to get this video filmed, so it is what it is. And then I did have on just a tank top, and I just put this on so I look a little more put together. And then I don't remember what the other thing was that I was going to say. I was just thinking about it. But anyway, I guess it doesn't matter. So there's three main reasons why I am telling you this now. I originally planned on telling everybody besides like close family and stuff. We planned on telling everybody at Gwen's birthday, which is November 2nd. Well, because of these three reasons, I am telling you now, which is like 2 weeks before her birthday. So, the first reason is that at this point, we'll do that one first. At this point, we've known long enough that, of course, our parents know, my parents know, Brett's parents know, and a couple other people that we plan to tell know. But I don't know, because of how far along I am maybe, or because of it being my second pregnancy, or maybe I'm just a little overweight and people assumed correctly, I guess, but a couple people guessed that I was pregnant. And then some people were told by people that I told, like my aunt, at least one of my aunts found out through my mom. One other, I'm not sure how she found out, and there's at least three of my aunts that know. But some people have just found out, either like we ended up telling them, or other people that we've told them, and it's just more and more people are finding out, either from guessing or being told by somebody, and it's getting, the further I go, the longer I wait, the less chance it's going to be of me telling most everybody else on my own terms. More people are going to know as time goes on. Also, as far as time goes, number two reason is that I found out, and I was further along than I thought I was. And usually you would tell people, if you decide to wait to tell people, usually people that are like waiting to tell people around 12 weeks. Well, at my appointment today is Thursday, so last Thursday, I was 12 weeks and 4 days. This is like going to be my 13-week update, but I'm 13 weeks and 4 days right now. And then maybe I can do like a 14-week update next week or something, or maybe I'll wait. But I was 12 weeks and 4 days, which at my appointment before that, they did like an ultrasound and measured, so I'm officially 12 weeks and 4 days, or at the time was officially 12 weeks and 4 days. And my due date, by the way, is April 19th. That was decided at that appointment too. But I was like, I didn't think I was that far along, because at my previous appointment, I went in with them thinking I was 9 weeks. And, another thing I was going to tell you in the beginning was that this might be long. But I went in to my first pregnancy appointment for this pregnancy with them thinking I was 9 weeks. And when she checked me, she thought maybe I was more like 7 weeks. So then 3 weeks later at my appointment, last Thursday, they said 12 weeks and 4 days. So it was more like I was 9 weeks that first time. But anyway, so I am 13 and a half weeks type thing right now. And I'm going to be almost 16 weeks along at Gwen's birthday. And so I can't wait until I'm 16 weeks. I'll be showing a little bit more than I already am, apparently, and more people are going to know. And then the third reason that I want to tell people is that there's a girl at my church that she's kind of a friend of mine, friend of ours. My husband and I's, her and her husband, and they're about our age. The husband went to school with my husband, and she just last Saturday, I think it was, made a video. They made a video together announcing that she was pregnant, which is super exciting. And at the time she was, according to the blood test, because they haven't had their ultrasound or anything yet, but according to the blood test, she was 6 or 7. It was 6 or 7 weeks along. It'll be like 7 or 8 now, but 6 or 7 weeks along. And I am just so excited that we're going to be pregnant together. Last time I was pregnant, there wasn't really anybody that I was like pregnant with. I mean, I had a cousin, one of my cousins, I found out close to Gwen's due date, or maybe a couple months before, that this cousin was pregnant, and her daughter is about 6 months, maybe 5 or 6 months younger than Gwen. But I don't see her a whole lot, and this girl at my church I'm going to see like every week, and so it's exciting to like for us to go through our pregnancies together. I'm about a month or so, about 6 weeks maybe, ahead of her, but we're going to be like getting big bellies together, and our babies will be babies together, and I am so excited for that. So I'm just excited for like other people at the church to get as excited, other people that know both of us to get as excited about it as I am, because the fact that we're going to be pregnant, I mean, they're not going to be excited as I am because they're not pregnant, but for people to get excited that we're both pregnant and stuff, so I'm really excited for her, and really excited that we're going to be pregnant together, so that's the third reason. So that's why I'm telling you. Those are the 3 reasons that I'm telling you now, as opposed to November 2nd, which is Gwen's birthday. At her birthday, I was gonna like have a outfit and stuff that says Big Sister, and like pull that out as like a present to Gwen. And I mean, it wouldn't be anything to her, but everybody would see it, and so. And then I was gonna post it on Facebook afterwards, but I just can't wait, guys. And I might message her before I post this. I'm going to post, this will probably be posted on Saturday, and I'll make sure she's okay with me posting it early, but I wanted to wait at least a week, so I wouldn't overshadow her thing. But let me tell you how things have been so far, my symptoms and all that. I won't be having, by the way, there won't be a video of me taking the test, the pregnancy test, here at home. There isn't a video of us telling anybody. As exciting as it is, it wasn't. I mean, it's not. I didn't even try to film, but it's not the same as when you have your first kid. It's not like, oh my gosh, we're finally having kids type thing, or oh my gosh, I'm pregnant for the first time. It's still exciting. Everybody's excited that knows, but it's just not the same. Maybe it'll be a little bit different once our kids are old enough to understand when I'm pregnant, but yeah, so I didn't film any of that. I don't know if I mentioned Gwen is fussing upstairs. I'm trying to have her taken out, but she probably won't. So if you're hearing something in the background, that's probably her, but she's okay. She's in her bed. So anyway, I found out about the middle of August. I think it was like the 13th or 14th of August, which is like a few days after my birthday. And the symptoms I've had so far are mostly the same as when I was pregnant with Gwen, which aren't a whole lot of symptoms. If you didn't watch any of that. Oh, I have a hole in my jeans. So, the one thing, I haven't really wanted coffee as much, which drives me crazy, because we have plenty of decaf coffee. Yes, I do drink decaf coffee during pregnancy, if I ever want coffee. But we have plenty of decaf coffee. We have some really good pumpkin spice creamer and some hazelnut creamer. We have really good creamer. We have sugar. It would be super yummy. But I just don't I'm not feeling it. It just sounds really filling and just doesn't sound appetizing, or I don't know, like it's appetizing. I don't think I'd get sick, but I just wouldn't want it. I also don't crave pizza as much. I still like pizza, but I don't particularly, but not, I don't think it's as strong as with Gwen, but I just don't particularly want pizza necessarily, but it was, like I said, that was stronger when I was pregnant with Gwen. I still like pizza. If somebody offers me pizza, I'm gonna eat pizza. So that's the thing. And then also for a couple weeks, sometimes when I would wake up in the morning, I would have like a headache and or a little bit of nausea. I never got sick, but I had just a little bit of nausea sometimes in the mornings and just didn't want to get up and didn't want to do anything. But I wasn't like sick or anything. Another different thing, it's kind of just starting, so maybe it's more of like going to be like a second trimester thing or something, because I'm about to start my second trimester. But I've been wanting sweets more this time around. Like I've been eating, I've been drinking, you can't see what's in here, but there's juice. I got some juice. I really was craving juice last Saturday, and so I went and bought 2 big things of juice for $2, like $1 each. And so I've been drinking a lot of juice, and I have had a lot of gummies, because we have gummies in our cabinet that I just haven't eaten, that I've had for forever, because I just don't usually eat sugary stuff, but gummies are my go-to if I do want something sugary. She's so sad. I'll go get her when I'm done talking to you guys. So those are my symptoms so far. There's not much, just the not really craving coffee like I usually do. Like I would usually have like a cup of coffee every morning, and it's delicious. It's super exciting because we have great coffee here right now. I mean, it's not like name brand awesome brand coffee, but it's, with all the fixins, it's pretty darn good. But I haven't had it in forever because I don't want it. And the pizza situation, and then I've wanted sweets more. I was telling Brett, that my husband, that I would laugh if I ended up having a boy, because I wanted like salty stuff when I was pregnant with Gwen, which is like my usual self. It wasn't out of the ordinary. I didn't want salty stuff more than usual. I just still wanted salty stuff more than sweets, because that's what I usually want. But this time I want sweets. I still like salty stuff, but I want sweets more than usual. So I was like, well, maybe it's gonna be backwards. Maybe I'll crave the sweets for a boy. By the way, my mom and Brett's stepmom both think I'm having a boy, but I haven't really felt strongly either way that I'm going to have one or the other. What else can I tell you? Oh, at my appointment last Thursday, when I found out how far along I was and stuff, I also found out that I have placenta previa, which, if you don't know what that is, if you do, then I don't have to explain it, but you can listen anyway if you want. If you don't know what it is, it's where the placenta is down by the cervix, I think she said. It's down further than where it should be. And they said a lot of times when people have that, it'll move up where it needs to be as the pregnancy goes along. But if something happens that it doesn't, worst case scenario, when I go to give birth, I would have to have a C-section, which I actually looked it up for placenta previa to see what it said online about it. I probably shouldn't have, but you know, whatever. And they had mentioned at the doctor, before I say what I found, they mentioned when they told me, they asked if I had been bleeding or whatever, and like to tell them if I start like spotting dark red or whatever. But it said online that it can cause like bleeding, and it can cause like excessive bleeding when you give birth. I don't know if it's dangerous if I were to like spot right now with it being down there. I don't know if that would like be harmful, or if that's just a regular symptom, like if it'd be okay. But it said that like when you go to give birth, it can cause you to like bleed a lot, and which is not good for me. If you're like bleeding out, that's not good. Which is probably why they just go ahead and do the C-section. So I'm not too worried about it. If I have to do a C-section, not a big deal. My mom had a C-section with me, and she's perfectly fine. It might mean that I can't have regular, like a vaginal birth after that. I don't know, but and I prefer to have a natural, like a vaginal birth. But if I have to have a C-section, it's not the end of the world. But hopefully it'll go up to where the placenta will go up to where it needs to be as time goes along. And then another thing that they said that I need to just kind of be like a couple things because of this condition that I have, that I shouldn't do any like rigorous activity, not placenta, specifically like in the bedroom. And I shouldn't lift more than 20 pounds. I think usually they tell you not to lift more than 50 pounds when you're pregnant, but they said not to lift more than 20 pounds. I think Wynn's like right there, maybe even over 20 pounds at this point, but I can't really not lift her. She's not walking. she's not mobile, so I have to lift her. Although I've been avoiding even before then lifting her carrier with her in it. I just carry her, and I've talked to our pastor and his wife about like emptying the mop bucket and other heavy things at the church when I'm cleaning. So I think that's pretty much all the updates. You can comment below if you have any other questions. I'm not sure if there's anything I'm leaving out. I should have made notes, but I don't hear her. She might have fell asleep. So yeah, I'm pregnant with baby number 2, and as of the day that I'm uploading this, I am 13 weeks and 6 days. So I'll be 14 weeks tomorrow on Sunday, but for me right now it's Thursday, so I'm 13 weeks and 4 days as of the 17th. So that's exciting. I'm excited for all of you guys to know, if you don't already, and maybe even people know that before this video that I didn't knew, but you know, I'm super excited, and it'll be April baby. I just found out somebody that I watch's sister, who I also watch her videos, but she hasn't made videos in a while, that she's pregnant, and she's due like a week before me, so super exciting. Okay, so this is my update video, and I'll see you guys maybe in a few days with another one. Bye.